Okay, welcome to the 2022 Queen of the Fair pageant. Will you all please stand for the national anthem being sung this evening by Colleen Griswold of Hackettstown.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Colleen. Okay, thank you, Colleen. First, I want to thank our contestants and their parents for all their cooperation in the past few weeks. I want to thank our 2021 Queen, Jennifer Ahmad, for all her appearances this past year. Stand up. I also would like to thank our town coordinators, but I especially want to thank my committee tonight, who's done an outstanding job, and that is Diane Gill, Ursula Leo, Barbara Talmadge, Edna Powell, Mackenzie Cratch, and Emily Brothman helped us out tonight. Would you all please stand or wave, my committee? Thank you to our musician, Kay Hatch, our escorts, Warren Yankunis and Aiden Urbano. Also, a big thank you to all our sponsors. I'm not going to list them all, but you'll see them. They're here on the side, I believe, and they're in your program. But a big thank you to all of them, especially First Hope Bank, who is going to, or who is sponsoring the carriage at the end of the pageant that will carry the Queen and her Court of Honor around the horse show. I want to thank Decibels, Dylan and Bob, and our videographer, Chuck Mills. Where are you, Chuck? There he is in the back. Chuck is from Sebastiano Films, and this year we are actually having it on an MP3, so it's good to have it recorded. This year I would like to also introduce our photographer, Lillian Colvin, who stepped in last minute to take pictures. Lillian, are you here? Thank you so much for stepping in. Our regular photographer had an emergency, so Lillian was kind enough to do that for us. I also thank the judges and the tabulator, who you'll meet in a few minutes. A little bit more than a few minutes, maybe. But first of all, I want to introduce someone to you who is president of the fair, Mrs. Joan Smith. Joan?
Hello. So On behalf of the directors of the Foreman Horse Show Association, I'd like to officially welcome you to the fair this year. And before I go any further, I would like to thank Lois, because she left herself out of that list, so yay. She and her committee spend a lot of time planning this every year. It's a huge job, and we thank them very much, and we're so happy that we're able to continue a tradition that has been going on for decades now at the fair. So happy that we still have contestants willing to do this, and a committee willing to organize it, and sponsors that are willing to help, so thank you very much. Thank you, ladies, for representing your townships so well. I know we have 17 out of 21, 16 out of 21 townships represented. That's pretty good. So thank you all for doing that. I wish you all the best of luck. I would also like to thank your families, though, your moms, your dads, your families, for raising such wonderful young ladies. You don't get enough credit. And with that, I'm going to turn it back over to Lois, because you've got lots of things to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan. Okay, just a couple of things I want to mention. I usually mention these every year, but the group changes every year, so you need to know this. A couple of weeks ago, the biographies of each girl that she sent in were emailed to our judges, and they were judged and scored and returned to us. So what you're going to hear tonight may be just a snapshot of each girl's biography. You won't hear the complete. It's mainly to save some time. It's hot in here, and especially if you're up here on the stage. Secondly, just a couple of hours ago, we conducted a 3-minute interview with each contestant, and that also was judged and scored. And thirdly, I have been asked by a lot of the people and contestants about the People's Choice winner. The judges do not know who the People's Choice winner is before the pageant, so just to alleviate that question, they do not know. I would like to say that last night we had 15 former queens here at a reception at the Agricultural Pavilion, which was very nice. I want to thank Sandy and Nora Swanson for the beautiful flowers that they put on the table. But after that, we took a parade, we were involved in the parade that went around the horse show grounds and ended up in the horse show ring. Tonight, I have 18 former queens here for you to meet. I actually have more former queens here than I do 2022 contestants. So, without further ado, and I did bring some water up here because I may have to take a break. I'm going to introduce you now. Our 2019 and 2020 queen, Lucy Colvin from Montague. Lucy was crowned in 2019, but she remained queen for the following year in 2020 due to COVID, the only queen to hold the crown for 2 years in a row. Lucy works full-time now in her own business as a horseback riding instructor and horse trainer at Colvin Equestrian. Lucy enjoys riding her horses, loves animals, going to the gym, and spending time with her friends, boyfriend, and family. Lucy Colvin, our 2019 and 2020 queen. We next have our 2018 queen, Blake Harsh. Blake represented Vernon Township. She's now entering her senior year at Seton Hall University, where she is pursuing an English and philosophy dual major and creative writing minor as an honors program student. Blake directs the Honors Program Student Union as its Internal Relations Committee leader. She is the English Club secretary and is a campus news writer for her university newspaper. Blake plans to further her education at Seton Hall to obtain a master's degree in English. She is working toward publication of her poetry collection and is so grateful to be back home to celebrate the honorary title of Queen of the Fair. Blake Harsh, 2018. Our next queen is 2017 winner, Keely Schmerber. Keely represented Green Township. She recently graduated from Indiana University with her master's degree in special education with an autism emphasis. She is also a classical concert pianist and harpsichordist, making her Carnegie Hall debut at the age of 13. An alumnus of the prestigious Jacobs School of Music at Indiana University, Keely graduated with high distinction, earning her bachelor's degree in piano performance. She received her certificate in entrepreneurship from the world-renowned Kelley School of Business. Her plans for the future are to open a chain of autism schools to improve the quality of life for children and adults on the autism spectrum. 2017, Keely Schmerber. Our 2014 Queen of the Fair, Annalise Malgiri. Annalise represented Frankfort Township, but now is living in Weehawken, New Jersey. She has a bachelor's degree from William Patterson and a master's degree from Columbia University. She is an occupational therapist working with children with special needs. And she didn't write this on her card, but I know she has tried out many times for Miss New Jersey USA and Miss New Jersey for the Miss America pageant, and I know she took home many awards for all of her pageants. Annalise Malgiri, 2014. We next have 2009 Queen, Kelsey Kissel. Kelsey represented Sandyston Township. She graduated from Fairleigh Dickinson University in 2012 with a major in communications and a double minor in advertising and public relations. Currently, she is a real estate agent with Kissel Realty, working with her dad and her mom, who was also Queen of the Fair. She says she enjoys any and all outdoor activities, especially time spent at the stables. She loves hosting barbecues for the family and friends and spoiling her nephew, Logan. Kelsey Kissel, 2009 Queen. Our 2008 Queen, Molly Gill Scholl. Molly also represented Frankfort Township. She attended High Point Regional High School, Kane University, where she graduated from the New Jersey Center for Science, Technology, and Mathematics with a major in chemistry and a minor in physics, as well as a Master of Arts in Instruction and Curriculum. She then taught chemistry at New Providence High School for 7 years before moving back to Sussex County and teaching chemistry at Sparta High School. She has a 2-year-old son and currently is expecting her second child due next month. Molly Gill Scholl, 2008. Excuse me. I have to hydrate. Our 2007 Queen is Mary Jean Lanzalotti Jones. Mary Jean represented Wantage Township. She received her bachelor's degree in literature and theology at Ave Maria University in Naples, Florida, and pursued post-baccalaureate studies at the Sacred Art in Florence, Italy. She gives private lessons in calligraphy. She now lives in Morris County with her husband Trevor, and together they are raising their 4 beautiful children, Shepherd, Reagan, Evelyn, and Tillman. She is a lover of art and literature and she works as a calligrapher by trade and as a children's literacy advocate by passion. Mary Jean Lancelotti Jones, 2007. Our next queen is Kelly Goodwin Fields, our 2005 queen. Kelly represented the town of Ogdensburg. She received her bachelor's in accounting from Old Dominion University and her master's in business education from Bloomsburg University. She has been a business and technology teacher at Phoenixville Area High School in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania for the past 8 years. She just recently married Doug Fields this past April, and she has one bonus son, Carter, who is 12. She enjoys hiking and paddleboarding with Doug and Carter, as well as family game nights and spending time with their 2 dogs and 2 cats. Kelly Goodwin Fields, 2005. Our next queen is Whitney Redline Sherman, our 2003 queen of the fair. Whitney represented Friedan Township. She currently resides in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. She went to college at Williams College, followed by Drexel University for medical school and Georgetown University for emergency medicine residency training. She currently works as a physician in an emergency department in York, Pennsylvania. She is the proud mother of 2 daughters, Blair and Kate, and she is wife to Tom Sherman and will be welcoming a new baby boy in November. Whitney Redline Sherman, 2003. Our next queen, from 1999, Melanie Dunbar, excuse me, representing Andover Township. Melanie received her BA in Economics from Seton Hall University and AOS Culinary Arts for Culinary Institute of America. She is a private professional chef. She has a daughter, Ava, 6 years young, and she enjoys, of course, cooking and traveling. Melanie Dunbar, Queen of the Fair, 1999. Our 1994 Queen of the Fair, Ursula Henrik Leo. Ursula was Miss Green Township, and she still resides in Green Township. She graduated Newton High School, the University of New Mexico, and then graduated from Syracuse University College of Law cum laude. She is an attorney at Laddie, Clark, and Ryan in Sparta. She is married to John with 2 daughters, and she is a member of the Queen of the Fair Committee. Ursula Henrik Leo, Queen of the Fair, 1994. Our next queen, 1985, is Debbie Compitelli Kissel. Debbie represents Ogdensburg. She is a graduate of Wallkill Valley Regional High School. She is a broker owner of family real estate company, Kissel Realty, on Route 206 in Frankfurt. She has been married to her husband and business partner, Jeff Kissel, for 35 years. She has a son, Jeffrey, and his wife, Lori, daughter, Melissa, and her new husband, Bibi, and a daughter, Kelsey. She also is a grandmother to 22-month-old joy of her life, Logan. She loves spending time with her family at their farm or on their boat at Culver Lake. She says that they are her greatest happiness and accomplishments. Debbie Compitelli Kissel, 1985. We next have our 1981 Queen of the Fair, Lorelei Grosskirth Castellani. Lorelei represented Frankfort Township. She is a graduate of High Point Regional High School and a graduate from Colgate University in 1986 with a BA in psychology. She began her career in the insurance industry selling group health insurance with Cigna. She partnered with her father at Benefit Guidance Systems, working as an independent broker where she has been for the past 30 years. In 1998, she married her high school sweetheart, Raymond Castellani, and created a family of 5 with 3 beautiful children, 2 boys and a girl, Tristan, Jaden, and Cameron. She has lived in Sussex County for over 40 years, and she continues to enjoy the beautiful landscape and peaceful living. She is grateful for this community of family, faith, and friends, and she looks forward to celebrating another year at the New Jersey State Fair, affectionately known as the Sussex County Farm and Horse Show. Lorelei Grosskirth Castellani, Queen of the Fair, 1981. Our next queen is Diane Danzer Gill, our 1975 queen. Diane represented Branchville. She is a graduate from Bloomsburg State College, taught English and literature at Kittatinny High School for 5 years. She married John Gill, and she became the mother of 4 daughters, and she also has 6 grandchildren. After teaching, she began her career as an at-home mom. She became an avid fan of her husband's Kittatinny Regional Wrestling team. She spent 12 years as a member of the Frankfort Township Board of Education, has been a 4-H volunteer for 26 years, receiving the County 4-H Alumni Award in 2011. She has been an associate at the Wood Funeral Home for 14 years, and she is a member of the Queen of the Fair Committee for 10 years. She said she was honored to be the last queen crowned at the former Branchville location in 1975, and the privilege of crowning the first queen in 1976 here at the present Frankfort grounds. Diane Danzer Gill, Queen, 1975. Our next queen is Patricia Gray Redline. She is our 1973 queen, represented Friedan Township. She has a BSN from the University of Virginia and subsequently studied 3 years at the Boston Museum School of Fine Arts. Patricia is an artist with a focus on large-scale acrylic paintings. Her work has been shown in academic and commercial settings. She has taught painting and drawing for many years at Sussex County Community College and Morris County Community College. She was an artist in residence at Lafayette College. She now resides in Friedan, where she maintains a studio. Patty is married to Richard Redline, and they have 2 grown children, a son Britt and a daughter Whitney. Patricia Gray Redline, 1973 Queen of the Fair. We next have our 1968 Queen of the Fair, Bonnie Rude Clemmer, who represented Newton. Bonnie was both born and raised in Newton. She currently lives in Newburgh, New York. She attended Orange County Community College, and she graduated from Barbizon School of Modeling. Presently, she works as the administrator for the Gerald A. Doring Foundation, in addition to Mid-Hudson Film Company, which provides production and sound stages for movies and TV. She enjoys event planning, researching historical buildings and homes, and gardening. She is also very involved with a feline rescue group. Our 1968 Queen of the Fair, Bonnie Rude Clemmer. And last, but certainly not least, is our 1963 Queen of the Fair, Edna Bird Powell. I think you got the biggest round of applause, Edna. Edna represented Frankfort Township, and she still lives in Frankfort. She has a son and a daughter, and after 32 years of teaching, she retired from Vernon Township Schools. She now enjoys reading, crocheting, and crafting. She is an active volunteer in numerous organizations, including the Sussex Swanage Friends of the Library, Frankfort Seniors, and she serves on the Queen, Talent, and History Committees here at the Fairgrounds. Edna Bird Powell, Queen of the Fair, 1963. Let's give all of our former queens a big round of applause, please. Now, I know you're anxious to get the pageant started, but there's something, a little tidbit I wanted to let you in on. And Lillian, this is going to be a good photo op for you and for anyone else. But we have 3 mother-daughter combinations here tonight that have won the title. First, Patty Gray Redline. Step forward, Patty. And your daughter, Whitney. Okay, if you'll step back, we next will introduce Diane Danzer-Gill and her daughter, Molly. And lastly, Debbie Compitelli Kissel and her daughter, Kelsey. Very nice. Thank you, ladies. Lillian, did you want to get a picture? You got pictures? Got them before. Okay, ladies, you can exit the stage. We thank you for coming and thank you for putting up with me these past few weeks. Congratulations to all. Now, since I'm about to lose my voice, I'm going to introduce you to our MC. Travis Nunziato is an associate at Laddie, Clark & Ryan, LLP, where he is a member of the firm's personal injury practice group. Travis's practice is primarily focused on automobile accidents, products, and premises liability claims, and other accidents in which severe catastrophic injuries are involved. Travis serves as trustee for the Sussex County Bar Association and as the chair of the Mock Trial Committee, where he is responsible for running the county-wide high school mock trial program and tournament. He also serves as the Sussex County representative for the Young Lawyers Division of the State Bar Association. Travis lives in Ogdensburg with his husband Stephen and their dog Prince. Welcome to the stage, Travis Nunziato, 3 years in a row.
Thank you very much for the warm welcome. It always is an honor and privilege to be asked back to MC this event. The first year I did this, I shared with the crowd that I was always jealous of my sister, who got to compete in the pageant in 2008. And I joked that I finally made it. This is my chance. Well, now I've got Lucy beat, our only 2-time queen. Edna, I'm coming for you next. Without further ado, I would like to start tonight's pageant by introducing our 2022 agricultural representatives. So if they could line up on the side of the stage, please. First, we have our AG ambassador, Kelly Nelson, followed by our beekeepers queen, Sarah Edwards Ronning, our beekeepers princesses, Layla Hadzinas and Madeline Waskis. Our National Miss Agricultural USA, Molly Lynn Petro. Our beef representative, Bella Hewitt. Our dairy representative, Amelia Bennett. Our goat representative, Abigail Wolverton. Our equine representative, Kara Ostendroff. Our poultry rep, Maria Pavone. Our rabbit representative, Caitlin Daly. Our sheep representative, Ashley Dixon. Our swine representative, Daniel Giganti. And our alpaca representative, Deirdre Bassie Mulvonerton. Let's hear it again for our 2022 agricultural representatives. Now I have the privilege of introducing our judges for this evening. Please welcome our first judge, Robin Saddam. Robin is retired from the insurance industry after being managing partner of the Saddam Insurance Agency in Somerset, New Jersey. She currently serves on the board of directors at Franklin Mutual Insurance Company in Branchville and is also active in many various organizations such as Eliza's Promise Soup Kitchen, Franklin Education Foundation, and the Central Jersey Community Development Corporation. Robin was the first woman president of both the Professional Insurance Agents of New Jersey and the New Jersey Young Insurance Professionals, and was a member of the Women Presidents Organization. A graduate of Bucknell University with a BA in French linguistics, Robin previously lived in Chicago and worked as a TWA flight purser. She can speak and read French, German, and a little bit of Italian. Let's hear it for Robin. Our second judge this evening is Jessica Irvie. Jessica is a New Jersey dairy farmer who competed nationally in dairy handling and participated in the 4-H events at the fair. In addition, Jessica is the founder of Silent Scares for Domestic Abuse. Established in 2015, this platform was created to help abused women and children receive the resources they need to escape from their abusers. Jessica also has experience in the pageantry world. In 2015, she won the Warren County Farmers Fair Queen Contest. In 2018, she won the swimsuit portion at Miss New Jersey in the Miss American organization, and she placed third runner-up at last year's Miss New Jersey USA pageant. Jessica now serves as a proud teacher in Morris County and strives to be a lifelong learner. She has continued her studies at Centenary University, where she recently obtained her master's in literacy, received her reading specialist certification, and earned her supervisor endorsement. Put your hands together for Jessica. And our third judge this evening is Alexandra Lockman. Alexandra Lockman is the reigning Miss New Jersey USA 2022 and will go on to compete for Miss USA this year. She won Miss New Jersey USA on her 7th try and hopes to encourage everyone to never give up on their dreams. Outside of pageantry, she is a digital marketing manager at Newell Brands, a Fortune 500 company. She graduated from the Fashion Institute of Technology with a bachelor's degree in advertising, marketing, and communications. Alexandra has had extensive internships in New York City, working for Harper's Bazaar, GQ Magazine, and Sway Media. She is the communications chair for Cure SMA NJ, an organization that holds a big place in her heart because her brother is diagnosed with this progressive physical disability. She is a first-generation Ukrainian American and won Giovanni It Girls Cycle 3 National Modeling Competition. Let's hear it for the current Miss New Jersey, Alexandra Lockman. Now, before we get to meet the very, very talented young group of young women here tonight, I would be remiss if I did not introduce our tabulator tonight, Miss Eileen Deal. Eileen has a BA from St. Francis University. She retired as vice president and branch manager of Lakeland Bank, where she worked for 30 years. She has been active in the Branchville Rotary for 15 years and has been a volunteer of Friends of Hospice at the Karen Ann Quinlan Hospice Center for the past 2 years. Eileen lives in Vernon with her husband, Charles, and has 5 daughters and 12 grandchildren. Let's hear it for Eileen. And I also would like to introduce our very talented pianist tonight, Miss Kay Hatch. Without further ado, I'd like to invite to the stage, before we introduce our contestants for 2022, last year's 2021 Queen of the Fair. Please put your hands together for Miss Jennifer Ahmad. Since being crowned the Queen of the Fair in 2021, Jennifer graduated summa cum laude from the College of New Jersey, earning 2 degrees in interactive multimedia and Spanish and a minor in music technology, all while in the honors program. During her final semester, she was selected by the president of TCNJ to rewrite the college's alma mater to make the song sound more modern and celebratory. This new version was played at 8 commencement ceremonies this year and will continue to be used at future graduation ceremonies for many years to come. After the fair, Jennifer will be traveling to Florida to participate in the Disney College program, where she will be working at Walt Disney World, taking business and leadership classes, and living on Disney property. Upon completion of the program, she hopes to work in the entertainment industry, either as an animator or in post-production for movies and television. Let's hear it again for Jennifer Ahmad, 2021 Queen of the Fair. We'll be hearing more from Jennifer later this evening. And now, without further ado, the moment you've all been waiting for, let's meet the 2022 Queen of the Fair contestants. Let's begin by welcoming Miss Franklin to the stage, Darling Maldonado. Miss Franklin is the 18-year-old daughter of Doris Maldonado. She is a recent Wallkill Valley Regional High School graduate and will attend East Stroudsburg University in the fall with plans to study law. While at Wallkill Valley Regional High School, Darling was a member of GLOW, Gay, Lesbian, or Whatever Club, and helping those feel safe and supported. She also attended the Junior Police Academy. Miss Franklin enjoys volunteering with the local library, and she organized a day of silence for LGBTQ advocacy. Her special interests and awards include photography, helping animals, and crystal and positive energy. Her interests include volleyball, reading, and writing short stories. Please put your hands together for Miss Franklin Darling Maldonado.
reason I want to be Queen of the Fair is to introduce diversity and, most importantly, represent the LGBT plus community.
Thank you. Let's hear it for Miss Franklin, Darling Maldonado. Please put your hands together for our next contestant, Miss Byram Township, Jolise Gray. Miss Byram is the daughter of John and Lisette Gray. She is 21 years old and was a 2019 graduate of Sussex County Technical High School and is entering her senior year at Notre Dame of Maryland University in the fall. She plans to work as a program analyst for a defense company. Her school accomplishments include the Grand Prize for Best Undergraduate Research, awarded by Notre Dame of Maryland University for a project entitled Not Knowing is Half the Battle: The Strategic Implications of Propaganda and Disinformation. She is a student representative for Notre Dame of Maryland University for the Maryland Higher Education Commission, resulting in drafting a grant program that was later passed that expanded access for students to receive hotspots and computers for their continued education. Her community service includes the Newman Civic Fellow, where she spent a year spearheading educational programs for voting rights and equity. She is the New Jersey Cherry Blossom Princess, National Defense Fellow, and Leadership and American Presidency Scholar of 2021. Her interests include singing, reading, and art. Let's hear it for Miss Byram Township, Jolise Gray.
Thank you everyone for being here. My name is Jolise Gray, and I am representing Byram Township. Attending an all-women's college is an absolute privilege and blessing. I have been transformed in this environment that encourages me and inspires me to transform the communities and the worlds that I walk upon. I want to be Queen of the Fair because I want to inspire all generations to transform the world. And particularly, I want to encourage young women and young girls to transform the world and to live up to their big dreams, whether they're in a pantsuit or in an evening gown. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Byram Township, Jolise Gray. Next to the stage is Miss Ogdensburg, Stephanie Hutnick. Stephanie is the 19-year-old daughter of George and Michelle Hutnick. She is a 2021 graduate of Wallkill Valley Regional High School and is attending Sussex County Community College with plans to become a veterinarian. While in school, she was on the Dean's List, Honor Roll, was a 3-sport varsity athlete, and participated in softball, basketball, and field hockey. Her community service is volunteering at the Haunted Mine Tour in Ogdensburg and at Ogdensburg Day. Her interests and hobbies include hiking, the outdoors, and softball. Please put your hands together again for Miss Ogdensburg 2022, Stephanie Hutnick.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephanie Hutnick, and I representing the town of Ogdensburg. I am currently going into my sophomore year at Sussex County Community College with plans to further my education and become a veterinarian. I think that I should be Queen of the Fair because I believe that this town is definitely more than the fair, but I think that I would be a beautiful representation of what it is. I've worked hardless hours, and I think that this is something that would be so good for me. I think that our beautiful scenic areas is something that I would love to take with me no matter where I go for college, and I would love to be able to represent this just no matter where I go, and this is something that I've always wanted to have with me. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Ogdensburg, Stephanie Hutnick. Please join me in welcoming Miss Sandiston, Michaela Becker. Michaela is the 19-year-old daughter of Charlie and Marilou Becker. She is a 2021 graduate of Veritas Christian Academy and is entering her sophomore year at Liberty University. She plans to become a large animal veterinarian. While in school, she graduated with a 3.76 GPA, played varsity softball, and entered college with 17 college credits, the equivalent to one semester. In her free time, she volunteers with Blue Ridge EMS and volunteers at Sandiston Volunteer Fire Department. She's also helped host a 4-H community presentation and assisted in teaching archery to middle schoolers at Northwest Christian Academy. Her special interests and awards include minoring in welding. She received a public speaking award through 4-H and was president of her 4-H club. She's interested in competitive archery, equestrian sports, and violin. Let's hear it for Miss Sandiston, Michaela Becker.
Hi, my name is Michaela Becker, and I'm representing Sandiston Township. 1 week of every year since I have been 6, I've spent at the fair, every day, all day. I first started out with 4-H, and I helped my church's community tent with free puppet shows and face painting. As I got older, I was offered the ability to become the president of those 4-H clubs. And I started working in Italian ice stands, scooping Italian ice daily from all day. And I started working with Blue Ridge Rescue Squad, providing medical assistance to fairgoers daily. Now, as it has become daily that I am here, I am so excited to see our community come together yearly after year and gather and see us foster hard work and teamwork and truly our passions that come to light. It would be my honor to become Queen of the Fair and reign as Queen of the Fair in a community that has fostered my interests so dearly after all these beautiful young women who have already been Queen of the Fair.
Let's hear it again for Miss Sandiston, Michaela Becker. Please put your hands together for Miss Montague, Maya Blake. Maya is the 17-year-old daughter of Jessica and Jeremy Blake. She's entering her senior year at Sussex County Technical High School and plans on becoming a cardiothoracic surgeon. In school, she's the Vice President of Health Occupation Students of America, a member of the Student Council, and a high honors student. She participates in Project Linus to make blankets for patients admitted to hospitals, is a scorekeeper for skiing Special Olympics at Mountain Creek, and created Project for Service, Sunflowers for West Wind Manor Franklin Retirement Home. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and enjoys gardening. In her free time, she likes to spend it outdoors, she likes to game and swim. Let's hear it again for Miss Montague, Maya Blake.
Good evening, everyone. I am Maya Blake, representing Miss Montague for the year of 2022. As Queen of the Fair, I want to represent and continue the legacy of all the queens before me with their hard work, dedication, and commitment and love for this county. Sussex County is an amazing county where we have so many towns that come together 1 week a year, and we represent this fair as family. As Miss Montague, my question was how to bring the community together, and I said more communal events. And for example, this fair. This fair is an amazing representative of family, community, and what is better than to have a well-rounded and tight-knit community. As Miss Montague, as Queen of the Fair, I want to continue that. I want to feel and show and represent the family and tight-knit community that we can grow together at this fair. And I will continue to represent all the queens before me.
Let's hear it for Miss Montague, Maya Blake. Please welcome to the stage Miss Branchville, Hannah Doyle. Hannah is the 18-year-old daughter of Stephanie and Devin Doyle. She graduated from High Point Regional High School and is entering her freshman year at Monmouth University in the fall, pursuing an education degree. While at High Point Regional High School, she ranked top 10 in High Point Regional High School's class of 2022. She was an officer of the National Art Honor Society and National Honor Society. She participated in the Pass It Along and was named the 2022 Pass It Along Scholar Athlete, as well as the High Point Female Athlete of the Year. With regard to community service, she was a 4-year Franklin Township School Summer Enrichment Program regular volunteer and camp counselor. In 2022, she was the lead organizer of High Point Girls Basketball's annual Pretty in Pink charity basketball game. She was a New Jersey State Fair Art in Sussex County Committee Choice Award winner, 2022 Luber Community Service Award winner, and was a 4-time Career and Technical Education Certificate recipient in television production and camera operation. It should be no surprise that her hobbies and interests include photography and videography. Please put your hands together for Miss Branchville, Hannah Doyle.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Hannah Doyle, and I'm representing Branchville Township tonight. Ever since I was 7 years old and I attended my first Queen of the Fair pageant, I dreamed of being on this stage. From the lights and the cameras and the bond that I saw all the young ladies make, I knew this is where I would want to be one day. After talking to Jennifer, our past queen, yesterday, she raved about her experiences last year as being Queen of the Fair. But what stood out to me most was the experience she had with the children. I, going into an education major and dreaming of being an elementary and special ed teacher, I would love this experience as Queen of the Fair to interact with the children. I would love for them to come up, see the crown, the sash, and dream about being a princess and be a role model so that one day they could be here too. Last but not least, I would love to bring this year's pageant back to Branchville, my hometown of 18 years, and the town just 5 minutes down the road. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Branchville, Hannah Doyle. Let's give a warm welcome to Miss Green Township, Cassandra Mull. Cassandra is the 17-year-old daughter of Kathleen and Stephen Mull. She is a 2022 graduate of Newton High School and will attend Sussex County Community College in the fall, with plans to later attend a 4-year college for agricultural education. At Newton High School, she was the captain of the soccer and track team, secretary and historian for Newton High School's FFA chapter, and first team all-conference and MVP award for ski racing. She volunteers for the Newton Rotary booth at the fair. She's also helped clean up and mulch the Blue Star Memorial at the Sussex County Fairgrounds and is a regular participant in Green Township Cleanup Community Days. She is a recipient of the Lou Gambosi Memorial Award, Newton Rotary Scholarship, and Gus Rampone Memorial Scholarship. In her free time, she enjoys skiing, knitting and sewing, and reading. Let's hear it for Miss Green Township, Cassandra Mull.
Hello everyone, I'm Cassandra Mull and I'm representing Miss Green Township. I have grown up in Sussex County all of my life and I've truly loved every minute. I think I would be a great representative as Queen of the Fair because I would love to show my kindness to others, my love of agriculture, and to teach the youth about agriculture history, and to really show my love of Sussex County with everyone here this whole week. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Miss Green Township, Cassandra Mull. Please welcome to the stage Miss Stillwater Township, Megan Halpin. Megan is the 18-year-old daughter of Janet and Rory Halpin and is a 2022 graduate of Pope John Regional High School with plans to attend Michigan State University in the fall, majoring in qualitative data analytics. While at Pope John Regional High School, she was a member of the National Honor Society and the MU Alpha Theta Math Honor Society. She also founded Pope John High School's BB Book Club. She is an 8-year 4-H member and devoted 5 years of service at Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church and was also a Sunday school teacher. She received the first place prize for public speaking at NJ State competition at Rutgers, New Brunswick, was the Pope John Service Award recipient, and received blue ribbons and Best in Show for New Jersey State Fair exhibits in woodcraft and string art. Her hobbies include shooting sports, calligraphy, and gardening. Put your hands together for Miss Stillwater Township, Megan Halpin.
And I am so honored to be here as your 2022 Miss Stillwater representative. Working and volunteering at the fair for over 6 years has brought with me one thing: a disconnect. Today, when we think of the fair, the priority goes to the carnival and the midway, and not the countless hours and volunteers off the midway towards this back that you see here today. Instead, it is more focused on the carnival and the rides instead of the countless hours and volunteer services that are provided daily. Our judges, our staff, and many other people like our announcer and those who have set up this tent are just one of the many points of this fair that bring it to life. You audience members are the fair. Additionally, this disconnect parallels to Sussex County. When we think of Sussex County as an outside point of view, we think more of the three main towns for the shopping industry than we do for the smaller towns like Stillwater and many of the towns represented by these young women today. I would like to be Queen of the Fair and model not only these towns that you see here represented, but also the side of the fair that isn't seen by the vast many. I would like to be your 2022 Queen of the Fair as a volunteer myself and for the community. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Stillwater Township, Megan Halpin. Please welcome to the stage Miss Hardiston Township, Emily Carey. Emily is the 17-year-old daughter of Lawrence and Donna Carey. She is entering her senior year at Wallkill Valley Regional High School and plans on majoring in engineering while in college. At Wallkill Valley High School, she is a National Honor Society member, National English Honor Society historian, and Sergeant at Arms, and is the Spanish Honor Society president. She volunteers with Big Brothers and Big Sisters of America as a student mentor. She also volunteers with Future Business Leaders of America and Bentley Assisted Living. She is the American Legion Auxiliary Jersey Girls State Delegate of 2022, NJAC Second Team All-Conference and Colonial Division Champions for tennis, and Student of the Month for Science and Math. In her free time, she enjoys reading, playing tennis and lifting weights, as well as filming YouTube videos. Let's hear it for Miss Hardiston Township, Emily Carey.
My name is Emily Carey, and I'm representing Miss Hardiston for 2022. The other day, my mom came up to me, and she was like, Emily, look, the tomatoes in our garden grew. And I realized that's exactly what I like to do. I like to grow things, but most importantly, I like to grow people, I like to grow communities, and by doing that, I ultimately grow myself. It would be a privilege to be Queen of the Fair in order to uphold the values that Sussex County holds true, and to be representative of all that I have accomplished. I would love to motivate younger children to get more involved in their community and to really find the beauty in where they grew up in. Sussex County is truly a special place. It's where I grew up in, and it's all I ever know. I credit all of my successes to the people I've seen give back. They've inspired me and motivated me to become where I am today. Thank you.
Put your hands together for Miss Hardiston Township, Emily Carey. Please join me in welcoming Miss Hamburg, Rachel Ross. Rachel is the 17-year-old daughter of Donna and Conrad Ross. She is entering her senior year at Wallkill Valley Regional High School in the fall. At Wallkill Valley High School, she was the Student of the Month, on the honor roll, and accepted into the National Society of High School Scholars. She volunteers with the Pass It Along Club, assists elderly neighbors putting their garbage out and moving furniture, and is also a Girl Scout. She enjoys acting and is a recipient of the Caring Award and is a daughter of the American and received the Daughter of the American Revolution Award. In her free time, she enjoys listening to music, puzzles, and playing the flute. Please put your hands together for Miss Hamburg, Rachel Ross.
Hello, I'm Rachel Ross, and I am the 2022 Miss Hamburg. As I am honored to be able to represent my hometown, it would be an even greater honor to be able to represent the Sussex County State Fair, the largest and most diverse fair in New Jersey. I would be delighted to contribute to and assist the current diligent and tight-knit community with the shared desire to make the world a better place. Again, I would be honored to receive this prestigious position. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Hamburg, Rachel Ross. Please welcome to the stage Miss Frankfort Township, Jada Petrillo. Miss Frankfort is the 18-year-old daughter of Jasmine and Michael Petrillo. She is a 2022 graduate of High Point Regional High School and will attend Ramapo College in the fall, studying criminal justice. While at High Point High School, she was a high honor roll member for 4 years, as well as a teacher's assistant. Jada has volunteered her time at a local animal shelter. Her special interests include participating in mixed martial arts. Her hobbies include riding sports quads and playing the viola. Let's hear it again for Miss Frankfort Township, Jada Petrillo.
Everyone, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Jada Nicole Petrillo, and I am Miss Frankfort 2022. Win or lose tonight, just being a part of this pageant and being on the stage means that I will be gaining life experience from the interview with the judges, will help me in job interviews in real life. Walking across the stage with confidence will help me in presenting in college, and the businesses that have supported the pageants will help me in network in real life. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Frankfort Township, Jada Petrillo. Please put your hands together for Miss Sussex, Heidi McCollum. Heidi is the 20-year-old daughter of Michelle Corson. She is a 2019 graduate of high school and plans to become a certified nursing assistant. While in high school, she received the All-Star Award. Miss Sussex volunteers her time at the Homestead Nursing Home and also volunteers at Project Self-Sufficiency. Miss Sussex also has an interest in the medical field and worked with individuals with disabilities. In her free time, Heidi enjoys hunting, volunteering at the farm, and the demolition derby. A shameless plug, that's Monday night here at the fair. Let's hear it again for Miss Sussex, Heidi McCullough.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Heidi McCollum. I am the 2022 Miss Sussex Borough. A reason that I think I would be a really good Queen of the Fair, not only have I been coming here ever since I was able to walk, my family and I are here pretty much the entire week between the derbies and just coming with family to spend through the day. If I have this chance, I do want to be able to work and possibly work with the county on getting young community centers for the kids so that they are able to have more opportunities. And eventually I will be going off to college to become a CNA, which for anyone who don't know is a certified nursing assistant. So I'm just really hoping that I might be able to get the opportunity to be your 2022 Queen of the Fair.
Let's hear it again for Miss Sussex, Heidi McCollum. Let's give a warm welcome to Miss Hampton Township, Emily Schoolier. Emily is the 20-year-old daughter of Anne Marie and Donnie Schoolier. She is a 2022 graduate of Sussex County Technical School and is entering her junior year at Cedar Crest College studying forensic science and criminal justice. While in school, she was on the honor roll and high honors in high school, was a National Technical Honor Society recipient from 2018 to 2020, and completed senior year of high school while also attending Sussex County Community College as a full-time freshman. Emily has participated in the CHD Walk for Harrison's Healing Heart, Hope for a Cure lacrosse games, and has volunteered with breast cancer walks. Her hobbies include sports, dirt bike riding, and camping. Put your hands together for Miss Hampton Township, Emily Schoolier.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Schoolier, and I'm representing Miss Hampton this year. I have been coming to the fair ever since I was a baby, and my favorite memories have to be getting up in the early mornings to help get show cows ready with my friends and watching my dad do the farm tractor pulls. As long as I could remember, I looked up for the Queen of the Fair as a role model, and with that, being Queen of the Fair, I would get to be role models for the younger kids and let them know that they can do anything that they set their mind to. I would also be able to experience other things that the county and the state as a whole have to offer that I haven't experienced yet. Thank you.
Miss Hampton Township, Emily Schoolier. Now coming to the stage is Miss Wantage, Julia Dunn. Julia is the 20-year-old daughter of Wayne and Nicole Dunn. She is a 2020 graduate of High Point Regional High School and a recent graduate of Sussex County Community College. She plans to obtain her RN certification and become a midwife. Her school accomplishments include being student council president, the varsity cheer team captain and MVP, and a member of Pass It Along. She volunteers with roadside cleanups, is a volunteer assistant coach for Junior Wildcats and High Point Wildcats, and has volunteered at Wantage Easter Egg Hunt, Wantage Day, and the Wantage Tree Lighting Ceremony. Her special interests include medical science, psychology, and music, and she enjoys playing the piano, singing, and painting in her free time. Let's put our hands together for Miss Wantage, Julia Dunn.
everyone. My name is Julia Dunn, and I am this year's Miss Wantage. I feel so honored to be here tonight with all of you and surrounded by such extraordinary people. I've been attending the Sussex County Fair for as long as I can remember, and I've always loved its family-oriented setting. Some of my favorite memories include walking around the barns, looking at all the animals, helping out at the Branchville Rotary stand, selling food and drinks, and of course going on all the rides. I've always admired the Queen of the Fair as a beacon of community and feminism. I would love to become the next Queen of the Fair to bring new ideas to the table, hope and optimism to the people of Sussex County. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Miss Wantage, Julia Dunn. Please welcome to the stage Miss Newton, Elisar Abujaude. Elisar is the 18-year-old daughter of Sandra Shaheen. She is a 2021 graduate of Newton High School and is entering her sophomore year at Rutgers University Honors College and will return to Newton High School as a teacher assistant and coach and has plans to become a physician's assistant. While at Newton High School, she was Newton High School's student athlete of 2021, the class of 2021 president, and maintained a 4.0 GPA while in high school and in college. Miss Newton, like Miss Sandiston, is a literal lifesaver as she volunteers weekly as an EMT with the Newton First Aid Squad. She also assists the Newton High School mock trial team with training for competition. Elisar is fluent in English and Arabic, was a member of the Dean's List in college, and NJ News 12 Top 5 Scholar Athlete in 2021. In her free time, she enjoys kayaking, playing board games, and club field hockey at Rutgers. Let's hear it for Miss Newton, Elisar Abujaude.
Gentlemen, my name is Elisar Abujaude, and I am so honored to be representing the town of Newton. Growing up in Sussex County, I have made irreplaceable memories with my friends, family, and community. In this county, you can do everything. You can hike, you can bike, you can go for a swim in our state parks, you can go ski on our slopes, you can go kayak in our pools and our lakes. We have a wonderful community which is tight-knit. I have an honor of serving my community in Newton as an EMT. I would love to further my community service to the county. I have volunteered 2 years here at the 4-H building for the Newton Rotary Club, and I've had an absolute honor living and being a citizen of Sussex County. I would love the opportunity to be the Queen of the Fair and be an advocate for our farmers and a role model to our young children. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Miss Newton, Elisar Abujaude. And last but certainly not least is Miss Lafayette Township, Ariel Ava Ortega. Ariel is the 19-year-old daughter of Abel and Stephanie Ortega. She graduated High Point Regional High School in 2021 and is entering her sophomore year at Tufts University. She plans to attend medical school. Her school accomplishments includes Dean's List at Tufts University, Executive Board Officer for the Tufts Equestrian Team, and performed with the Tufts University Bhangra Dance Team and Chamber Singers. She volunteers her time providing emergency medical services, to the community through work as an EMT. She's helped with Cloverbud events, 4-H show, fundraising for horse rescues, and representing the horse community through the title of 4-H Horse Representative at the fair. Her hobbies and interests include horseback riding, art and photography, and singing in choir and playing trombone. Put your hands together for Miss Lafayette Township, Ariel Ava Ortega.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ariel Ortega, and I am representing as Miss Lafayette at the fair this year. I found that representation is the best way to give a voice to those who may not have one. Being Queen of the Fair would give me the opportunity to be a voice for the minority groups that I'm a part of, including the Indigenous, Hispanic, and Jewish communities. I would advocate for these groups and other minority groups through community outreach and education. It would also give me the opportunity to be a role model for young women, more specifically, those pursuing a career in the STEM field, a field in which women are still often overlooked. Good representation is the best thing that we have to bring the community together and to better our community, which is what I hope to do if awarded the title Queen of the Fair. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Lafayette Township, Ariel Ava Ortega. Let's give one more round of applause to all of our 2022 Queen of the Fair contestants. At this time, we are going to be taking a very brief intermission for our tabulator to tabulate scores, after which we'll be coming back and announcing our top 6 contestants. So as tempting as an Italian ice or an ice cream may be, don't go too far. We'll be right back. Okay, without further ado, we'll be starting to announce our 6 finalists. The way that this is going to work is I'll announce the finalists to the stage in no particular order. That finalist will then be asked a question based on their bios, and then they'll randomly choose a question that has been submitted by all of the contestants in this year's pageants that were pulled from our Queen of the Fair committee. So please, put your hands together for our first finalist, Miss Branchville, Hannah Doyle. Miss Branchville, you are pursuing an education degree in college. What made you want to enter the teaching field?
After I graduated 8th grade that summer, I returned to Frankfort Township Elementary School to do the summer enrichment program. Doing that, I was a camp counselor, and I worked closely with my former teachers, and in doing this, I aided them in projects, I walked kids around, I supervised them, I led activities, and doing that really started my eagerness to become a teacher. I would love to go back to that school to become a teacher because I realize how great a teacher can leave an impression on you. I would also love to become an education major because I'm also pursuing special education. At my high school, High Point, we had a great special ed program. We interacted with all of the special ed students and they loved it. They had a great time at High Point. I want, as a teacher, to make sure that every student has a fair and equal education no matter what their disabilities or circumstances are.
Thank you. And for your second question, name 3 things you think you could do to make the world a better place.
The first thing that I can do to make the world a better place is to make sure that everyone has equal health, insurance and health benefits. So one thing with that being said, I organized the Pretty in Pink basketball game this past year. In doing so, I helped a lot of families that didn't really have enough health insurance or health benefits who were battling cancer, and I was able to give a family $6,000 with the help of my team. In doing so, that helped them a lot because let's say some families just aren't given that equal opportunity in the health field. Another thing I would do is to make sure, like I said, all children have an equal opportunity to have an equal education despite disabilities or anything like that. And lastly, I hope that every child has the opportunity to live out their dreams. And if crowned Queen of the Fair, I would make sure that every child has that opportunity. They can come next to me, take a picture, and I can instill in them that they can follow their dreams, be a princess, and do whatever they'd like to do in their future.
Thank you. Let's hear it for Miss Branchville, Hannah Doyle. Our next finalist is Miss Hardiston Township, Emily Carey. Ms. Hardiston, what led to your interest in studying engineering in college?
Yeah, so my mom is a mechanical engineer, and ever since I was little, I would sit in her office and I would watch her draw all the little parts, and she decided to go for the mechanical field. But sitting in my physics class this year, I wanted to pursue aerospace engineering just for an interest in the space field. I think that representation of women should be very prevalent within that field, especially with upcoming space programs such as SpaceX by Elon Musk, if you guys are familiar, but that's something I would like to pursue.
Excellent. And for your second question, what do you do in your daily life to maintain or improve the health of the environment?
In my daily life, I switched to using a water bottle right away. I love my hydro flask. I use it on a daily basis. Anytime I get fast food, I always get paper straws. That's very important to me. I love to help my mom out in her garden, just as my opening, planting tomatoes. And I love to just make sure that the environment is clean. And around my house, I like to make sure that it is kept perfect. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Hardiston Township, Emily Carey. Our third finalist, please put your hands together for Miss Lafayette Township, Ariel Ava Ortega. Ms. Lafayette, how has being involved with horses shaped you as a person?
So I was born and raised on a farm with horses, and my parents had me on a horse as soon as I could sit up. It has taught me numerous things that have benefited me throughout my life. The first is confidence. Going out in a show arena, being judged on looks, how you're riding the horse, it can be pretty scary. And that has really helped me to prepare for things like this. I also was in 4-H for many years and was the president of my horse 4-H club. That also helped me for the future and for college interviews, and also things like this through public speaking and having to do 4-H presentations every single year. And I also have pursued my love of horses in college as well, and I'm on my school's equestrian team.
Great. And for your second question, what in our local community of Sussex County would you improve on?
I would certainly improve on the representation of minority communities, which I touched on in my Why Queen of the Fair speech earlier.
I think that it is definitely something that can be improved on here, and I know that there's diversity here. I see it in this room today, and it's really wonderful. I would just like to have more people speak up about their experiences being minorities in this community and how it shaped them, and just hearing more stories and furthering the community and outreaching with these groups and speaking to them on their life experiences and their challenges as being minorities and people of color. And I would definitely like to see more representation at the fair.
Miss Lafayette Township, Ariel Ava Ortega. Our next finalist, please put your hands together for Miss Green Township, Cassandra Moll. Miss Green, why are you planning to pursue an agricultural education degree?
I'm planning on pursuing my education in agriculture because really the world needs agriculture. I had such a great agriculture teacher in my high school. He really gave me this new idea of it. Going in, I really thought I was going to be a veterinarian. And then he just opened this new world of me. I found a love of working in a greenhouse, and it's brought me here, really. Sussex County is such a big agricultural county that it's the perfect place, and I'm so excited once I get my degree to come back and teach here. Thank you.
Thank you. For your second question, if you are able to make accommodations to improve the environment, what would they be and why?
If I could make any change, I would put more signs up to help the environment. One way to help it is there's something called trail widening. And when you're hiking or out on the nice trails that Sussex County has, you want to stay on the trail, because if you don't, it can ruin the soils and all of the plants that Sussex County has. So I feel we should put more signs up and make it really a big progress to change Sussex County into a more environmentally stable place it can be. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Miss Green Township, Cassandra Moll. Our fifth finalist is Miss Byram Township, Jolise Gray. Ms. Byram, please share with us some of what you've done when you served as NJ Cherry Blossom Princess.
When I served as a New Jersey Cherry Blossom Princess, first of all, it was celebrating the relationship between Japan and the United States and their long relationship in Washington, D.C. So I had the privilege of representing our entire state at this function, and I went to various embassies that included Japan, Taiwan. I also got to go to various cultural events, such as going to the Japanese Cultural Affairs Center in Washington, D.C., and speaking to various politicians, some of my own. I also, at the time, was working for Mikey Sherrill, so I got to speak to her, and she has served in the Navy, so we both got to talk about defense and how Japan is one of our greatest allies in the Indo-Pacific region, and I got to try food and speak with people that came from Japan.
Great. And for your second question, what characteristics do you deem necessary in order to be able to create a change in the world and make it a better place?
I think you need 3 characteristics. You need integrity, you need courage, and you need honesty. Integrity is important because you need to show up and be authentic and be yourself. You need courage to be bold. I am a woman in national security, and that's 20% of women within the industry. So you need to have the courage to talk to military leaders and industry officials. And being young and being female it's been an obstacle, and I've had to be courageous. And then the last characteristic, I think, is honesty. Showing up and being honest, whether you don't know how to answer a question or whether you just need to be your authentic self.
Let's hear it again for Miss Byram Township, Jolise Gray. Our final finalist of the evening, Miss Wantage, Julia Dunn. Miss Wantage, what has it been like coaching in the same programs you played in?
It was actually a blast. I loved seeing all the little ones and knowing that I was in their shoes, looking up to the older cheerleaders before, and it was just a lot of fun to experience that with them and help them move on in their journey.
Thank you. And for your second question, what are you doing every day in order to make the world a better place, even if it only impacts one person?
That's a good question. I think what I do every day to make the world a better place is I like to go through every day with an optimistic attitude. I like to smile at everybody on the street because you never know what anybody else is going through. You don't know what kind of day they're having. So I just like to be positive and keep up the positive attitude.
Let's hear it again for Miss Wantage, Julia Dunn. Put your hands together again for our 6 finalists, Miss Branchville, Miss Hardiston, Miss Lafayette, Miss Green Township, Miss Byram Township, and Miss Wantage. Please keep that round of applause going for all of our contestants in the pageant this evening. And it is my great pleasure to introduce one final time our 2021 Queen of the Fair, Jennifer Ahmad, for her farewell speech.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jennifer Ahmad, and I'm the 2021 Queen of the Fair. I am the 3rd representative of Green Township to win the title of the Queen, the first being in 1994 and the second in 2017. I am so grateful to Lois and the Queen Committee for not only allowing me to represent my respective town, but also giving me the opportunity to represent Sussex County as a whole. This experience has been nothing short of incredible, and it's hard to believe that it's already been a year since my journey began. The night I was crowned, I could barely sleep because I was so excited to wake up the following morning and return to the fair as the new queen. This opportunity allowed me to see the fair through a new lens and partake in many events that I had never participated in before. Some of these events included riding in the tractor parade every day, throwing a cast iron skillet across the Ag Pavilion, learning how to showcase animals with the 4-H members during their round-robin event, and even taking photos with Munchkin, the TikTok famous duck. Typically, throughout the week, the Queen carries her scepter, and the children at the fair can hold it while they meet her. However, due to the pandemic, I wasn't able to bring my scepter, and instead, I had a basket of mini scepters and bracelets for the children to bring home. This way, they could be honorary princes and princesses of the fair. Seeing their faces light up with joy when they received a bracelet or a scepter was priceless and allowed me to interact with the children who might have been too shy otherwise to come up to me. When I think about my week at the fair, one specific interaction comes to mind. I was riding on one of the tractor trolleys during the tractor parade, and this young girl came running onto the trolley and sat down right next to me. She told me she wanted to be a queen just like me when she grew up. She said she just needed to be a little bit taller and, of course, ask her mom for permission first. I showed her how to wave like a queen, and we waved to all of the people at the fair together until the parade was over. It was interactions like this one that showed me what it means to be the queen of the fair. Being the queen is more than just the crown, the sash, and the scepter. It means to be a role model and an inspiration to people of all ages. It means to make a difference in someone's life, even if it's making someone smile just for a moment. Thank you for letting me be your 2021 Queen of the Fair, and congratulations to all of the contestants tonight.
We're going to be taking one more brief intermission. I promise it will be more brief than the last one. As we tabulate these final scores, we'll be back to announce our winners. Thank you. Okay. Again, we want to thank everyone for coming out tonight for this year's Queen of the Fair pageant. We want to thank our judges again, our tabulator, our pianist, everyone who made tonight possible, especially our Queen of the Fair committee and our director, Lois Kinney. Without further ado, we're going to begin by announcing the People's Choice winner. Again, this was voted on by the public within Sussex County. Put your hands together, drum roll please. This year's People's Choice winner is Miss Hardiston Township, Emily Carey. Our second runner-up is Miss Wantage, Julia Dunn. Please put your hands together for our first runner-up, Miss Branchville, Hannah Doyle. And this year's 2022 Queen of the Fair, please put your hands together for Miss Byram Township, Jolise Gray. Once again, this year's Queen of the Fair, Miss Byram Township, Jolise Gray. We'd also like to invite our runners-up and People's Choice to stand up and join this year's Queen of the Fair. We'd also like to thank, tonight's questions came from Miss Hampton, Miss Hamburg, Miss Sussex, Miss Newton, Miss Montague, and Miss Ogdensburg. Thank you again for coming out. Everyone get home safe tonight, and we hope to see you back for the rest of the week at the fair. Thank you.